Hey guys, welcome back to Learning Pokemon with the one and only Jamvad. Last episode, we had a stall team, which I'm sure a lot of my viewers know I hate stall. I really don't deal well with it. Like, people bring it against me in Draft League. It's how I've lost a lot of my Draft League games, is I just can't, like, Crimson Seabad stall team almost beat me. I've had a really hard time with stall, and actually, I think that I'm going to rewatch last episode several times just to drill those lessons home. It was a masterclass in how to beat stall. I mean, we lost 40% health on one Mon and beat a stall team. 5 Mons at 100% health. It was insane. But we're going to jump in, get some more games. We're joined again by, of course, the one and only Jamvad.
How y'all doing?
Yeah, check out his channel down below. Obviously, if you want to get better at Pokemon, you need more than just this series. You should practice yourself. You should use these teams. They're in the descriptions. And you should also go and watch other, more competitive channels like Jamvad's and Joey's and MV's. Just don't use MV teams if you're trying to ladder. They're great if you're that good, but maybe get to that point first. Like, Jamvad could use them, and MV can use them. I can't use them. Anyway. Right. What do I have that they can't beat? I think this is tricky in that I don't have any one Pokemon that they just can't beat.
So there's another level beyond that. So if there's a case where you don't have one Pokemon that can't be guarded against, you ask another level. Is there something that... So in this case, let's take Wicked Blow, for example. Wicked Blow, 2 KOs or 8 KOs everything on his team.
Yeah.
Except Mandibuzz.
So if I deal with Mandibuzz, yeah.
And then you ask, how do you deal with Mandibuzz? And so...
I can Toxic it with Amoonguss, which was great before. I can Thunderbolt it with Dragapult. That's a 2-hit KO. And Rhyperior with a Swords Dance is able to take it out. So there's a few things.
Rhyperior is actually quite good here too as well.
Yeah, Rhyperior is quite good as a lead as long as he doesn't lead Amoonguss.
And if he does, can you deal with that?
Yeah, I could just switch in my own Amoonguss, or... maybe not. Maybe that would be really bad. Maybe I should lead Dragapult because it's safer.
Okay.
Yeah, let's lead Dragapult because it's safer.
And always amp your awareness. This it's part normal, so you definitely don't want to shadow ball.
I don't want to stay in. I think I'm just going to U-turn here. That's fine.
Yeah.
I've got a Dark type. It's going straight to Mandibuzz.
So pay attention this turn. Pay attention. This is something people miss a lot. Remember we talked about Mandibuzz being one of the few things that can take a Wicked Blow.
Yeah.
Now it has 9% less.
Yes.
That's important.
That's important.
I'm not being sarcastic.
I could go Clefable here. Honestly.
He has Amoonguss.
Yeah, but doesn't that bait Amoonguss in? Because if I go Rhyperior here, like, Amoonguss can come in on that too.
Yeah, but you have your own Amoonguss, but Clefable doesn't get you anything out of the turn.
That's true. Rhyperior gets me
Rhyperior gave you, right. So you want to always be getting value if you can.
Right.
Rocks are value. Right. Damage versus Amoonguss.
I don't imagine he stays in here.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What is he going to do?
I mean, Mandibuzz didn't have lefties.
Heavy-duty boots.
So it's probably heavy-duty boots, yeah.
It's always heavy-duty boots.
Yeah. Amoonguss, I can go to my own Amoonguss. I think I have to go to my own Amoonguss.
I agree. Well, why?
Because I don't want to get spored. I don't want my thing to die. So I can go to my own Amoonguss and then I can double.
Why would you double?
Well, because Sludge Bomb's doing nothing.
But what else is your alternative? You don't need to always do big chunks.
Giga Drain is the alternative. I mean, but Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain...
Sludge Bomb are neutral moves.
Yeah, that's true. I can just go for Sludge Bomb, I guess. I don't like sitting here being slow. Oh, wow, he switched?
But you can't ever get good.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you can't ever win. You can't always get a big chunk of damage. So sometimes you have to take bits and bits.
Okay, so I learned earlier that Chansey and Blissey can run Thunder Wave, so I don't really want to switch in Urshifu, which is my win condition here. I could go Rhyperior. Again. Oh, he teleported?
That's fine.
Right, he goes to realize Alakazam.
You're going to learn. Right.
He's going to Expanding Force me.
Right, but you have
a Dark type, but I don't want to risk it.
It's up to you. Like, you could go Corviknight. Corviknight probably takes 2.
I don't really want to risk a Shifu because it wins me the game, but I also am so sure he's clicking Expanding Force. It's kind of crazy.
And Corviknight resists that with a steel typing, doesn't it?
That's true. That's true. There's no reason to risk.
Right.
I can just roost him.
Right. Unless he nasty plus, but I mean this. You're still if he
Even
nasty plus,
I live one and I can break Bud. Yeah. And then the psychic
yeah.
the psychic terrain ends as well.
Which makes him significantly weaker.
Expanding Force is such a broken move in VGC. You know, it hits both opponents.
Yeah, I know it's busted.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I thought it was fine when I thought it hit one opponent. When I realized that it hits both in Psychic Terrain for 140 base power, it's not okay.
Yeah, pretty good. And it's boosted by the Psychic Terrain.
Yeah. So it's effectively 210 base power, which is nutty.
Yeah, pretty damn good.
Like, hitting both opponents with a Psychic type self-destruct every turn is pretty strong.
What you gonna do? You gotta outplay it. Yeah, so excellent. Like you escaped.
Yeah.
With most of your help.
I'm gonna roost again. I've got no reason not to. If he switches, I get back to full. Nasty plot, okay, but his terrain ends. So it's actually weaker now than it was before.
Right, and if he sash, so be it.
I think I break Bud. I mean, with no terrain, I think I break Bud. Why did he nasty plot there?
Didn't think.
I guess not.
That's not even an insult. Like, he literally didn't think.
As I said, I guess not. Okay, Roost. Cool. Last time he brought Amoonguss in on this, I could just EQ or Rock Blast just to get Chip, but obviously Amoonguss has Regenerator.
But what is your alternative?
I don't. Swords Dance is the only alternative.
Why?
But there's no reason to. Exactly. So I think I just Rock Blast.
I agree. Don't overcomplicate it. you have when you have the good positioning.
Yeah.
Take advantage of it. You don't need so each turn. This is what you do when you come in. When you come in, you said, I think he's gonna.
Yeah, I can't play reactively like that.
Right. You don't need to worry about what he's gonna do. Remember, you're trying to build up to your Shifu, right?
Yeah. So I just need Chip on this Mandibuzz, and if I can force it to switch out and then get Chip on something else, that's fine, because he can put something else in range.
Because, and also, whatever he goes into, in the case of Amoonguss, you've already established that you can go to Amoonguss and stop his.
Yeah.
Because you're going to come in at full,
and
right?
He's at 74%.
He's already low, right? Even if he switches, you have a Corviknight. We've already established this. It did the same thing.
And this is weaker than Alakazam, so...
Exactly.
So unless he doubles into Alakazam against Corv, but if he does, I think I just click Brave Bird, and he'll probably Nasty Plot. Look at that, 30%.
And then what do?
I Roost.
Bingo.
Keep this healthy, because it's my answer to Alakazam.
Exactly. It's actually so simple. Like, you don't have to... Even if you Mystical Fire...
That crit wasn't great. That crit wasn't great.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I still live.
Yeah. And you're going to get more health than you're losing each turn. You're losing 36. So you gain a net of...
Yeah.
All right.
A 14 net game. Which means I'm out of Alakazam range again every time, which is great.
And you're stalling out Psychic Terrain. Now he's getting frustrated. He doesn't get a defense boost. He gets a special defense boost. And so now, Brave Bird kills.
And he's subbed.
So what you could do if you don't want this to get low from a CC, you could actually just go hard into Clef, because you know that...
Yeah, because I know it lives a +2. Yeah, right.
And you don't need Clef for anything else. So even if he Swords Dances here, doesn't matter, because he can't 2-hit KO you.
Yep.
Can't KO you.
Unless he has Poison Jab, but...
No, you're not going to have substitute Poison Jab. And so, boom. Simple.
And that's a big sweeper gone. Nice!
And Clef doesn't have a purpose as much as Corviknight has a purpose. Corviknight beats everything left on his team.
Yep. Right, so if he predicts this switch in for Corviknight, I still don't die to 2.
Matter.
Yeah, I still don't die to 2, so I can just click Roost. Corviknight beats everything.
Right.
That's crazy.
This is what you call a defensive win con.
Yeah.
So you have offensive win cons, your Shifu, but you also have defensive win cons, which is a situation where he just can't kill you.
I mean, yeah, he's burning through my roosts, I guess, but
here you have pressure.
Yeah.
So he's losing. He only has 5 mystical fires left.
Yeah.
And you're stalling out psychic terrain, which weakens his Alakazam. And so now you're starting to get to the point where you might even be able to close combat his team.
Yeah.
Or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or
with Shifu, so I don't have to worry about Mandibuzz. Yeah.
Or you could get Dragapult in on certain things. He's going to have to go Blissey or Mandibuzz. You turn on that.
You turn.
You get in whatever you
close
want.
combat, yeah.
It's just a patience game, you know?
I'm not a patient person, let alone a patient Pokemon player, so I understand why. I'm actually learning so much every single time we sit down to record. It's kind of crazy. I go and I apply it elsewhere, and it really does work.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't landed this week, because I've been way too busy with real life, but...
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, you were about to say apply it elsewhere.
But no, I'm learning so much, and like, applying it to even like VGC, where I had that terrible, and I did terribly in week 1 of the WBE. Like, I had such an advantageous matchup. I should never have lost that game. It's not even a bad word against K-Cray. I just had such a matchup against her. She should not have stood a chance. And the fact she took a game off me, and the other 2 games that I won went down to the wire because I made so many mistakes. And then the next day, I was watching it back and just angry at myself from like not learning the lessons from this series. And it shows that just tired brain, if you've that
matters.
Yeah.
And so now he's getting frustrated, and he went to Alakazam, which doesn't make sense.
Because now I can
what you're gonna do here?
Because I'm at full.
Yep. And if he nasty plots, you can just sack Clefable. If he's not, he's life orb. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So now he's gonna forfeit. He's gonna forfeit here.
You think?
Because he's like, no, he's forfeited. Because he's like, I don't know what to do. He's gonna stare at the corner. Yeah. I thought, like, I have a 6th sense.
Yeah, you do. You've been playing this game for a long time, man. That's crazy.
Like, because what happens in that part, psychologically, that player is like, okay, I've tried everything under the sun, and I can't beat this bird. And so his frustration is already at 10. And so the moment you code his Alakazam, the one thing he probably even built the team around, that's his most offensive thing. You killed his Halucha, and now you Oko my Alakazam, he's going to stare at it and be like,
nah, I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah, let me exit this and close his browser.
That's crazy, because that's me. That's me before last episode. That's me before today. If I'm against something I can't beat like that, I get so frustrated. I start making silly plays, trying to outpredict, and lose the whole game on it. Where he probably could have like whittled away at Corviknight very slowly, very carefully, and like stalled out all my roosts. You know, once I'm out of roosts, Corviknight's no longer an issue for him because Alakazam 2-hit KOs or 3-hit KOs.
But notice, like, the things you're saying are very intelligent, but I didn't tell you any of that.
That's true.
These are just things you already know a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like bringing it to awareness, to conscious awareness. Remember the 3 pillars. You have the knowledge. And so we're going to like drill down the skill and the awareness. And the awareness comes about from asking questions. That's why I always ask you stuff so you can answer it yourself. And so when I'm not around, you already know.
So
you know?
He has quite a good team against us. Like, I don't think that this one is a particularly good matchup. I actually clicked battle out of instinct. I know that we were meant to discuss that, and I keep doing that, and I'm sorry. This Ferrothorn's a bit of an issue. It's a little bit problematic. We have ways around it. Obviously, like, Dragapult can drop a Draco or Shadow Ball if it's low. Urshifu CC.
Right. What's his Wicked Blow?
Primarina and his own Urshifu.
So with Stealth Rocks up, Urshifu is the only one that doesn't get 2 KO'd, right?
I actually don't know about Primarina. I don't know how much damage it takes from Wicked Blow.
Pretty strong. Pretty sure it gets 2 KO'd.
Fair enough. So if I get Rocks up...
But if it doesn't, don't you have a Primarina answer?
That's true. I've got a Mungus right there.
Right.
So, lead-wise, I'm tempted by Dragapult. And I'm tempted...
One step. You missed 1 step.
What does he have that beats me? I'm actually scared of his Urshifu.
Okay.
Rhyperior takes a hit, but not well.
Okay.
Corviknight takes Wicked Blows decently, but I don't think it takes CCs well from Banded or Shifu, if I'm honest.
They're the same power. They're the same power.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
with
it's
the crit,
guaranteed crit, yeah. So Corviknight's a good switch in for him, but lead-wise, I feel like he might just lead Ferrothorn and get rocks.
Okay.
So I could either lead Rhyperior and trade rocks, which is pretty good for me. But he does have an Excadrill. Or I could predict the Ferro lead Dragapult and just Shadow Ball twice, which I don't know if that kills. That's the thing, I don't have that knowledge yet, so I'm struggling with this lead choice. I would like to consult the Jamvad. What would you lead here?
Let's go with whatever you think is best.
Okay, I'm gonna lead Dragapult.
There's no downside to this. You either get it right or you learn.
That's true. Let's find out how much Shadow Ball does.
Right. And then you
if he
think
stealth
about...
rocks. Well, here's the thing. He could switch in Urshifu, or he could switch in Chansey, and this would be a not great turn.
Okay. What's your alternative?
U-turn. But I don't know what I would U-turn into on a Ferrothorn, so I think I'm going to Shadow Ball.
Okay.
I like this. That's a lot of damage on Primarina. I'm just going to click it again here.
I'd go Amoonguss.
Yeah, I'm going to go Amoonguss because he might switch.
I don't know if that's a roll. And you don't know if that's a roll. And he's probably going to go Chansey anyway. So you cover both. Here I'd go for Rhyperior to get Stealth Rocks up because you know he's going to outspeed you and get Rocks up if he has it. If he goes to Ferrothorn, Ferrothorn generally doesn't have power, but this is lower ladder. So he might. But you could Swords Dance here. Listen, go ahead, Swords Dance.
Okay. All right.
The reason is he's gonna stay in Stealth Rock, right? And now he has no ground resist. So you either take Ferrothorn, which then makes Amoonguss a problem.
Yeah.
Or you take something else.
Okay. That's actually, yeah, I see that. Ooh, 85.
Right. And so you see,
that's fine.
Can't do anything. So you can even go for rocks here and then kill him.
Yeah, because this is in range of everything now, so I'm not worried about Ferrothorn switching in and walling stuff.
Right, body press does no damage. So now you got rocks, and his Ferrothorn is dead, which means, boom, no Clef answer. Well, Drill kind of, but Corviknight always beats Drill.
Yeah.
And this now means that Amoonguss can Spore freely.
Okay, we don't have a great switch in for this other than Corviknight.
No, Corviknight's not your switch. Clefable's your switch.
We switch Clefable in on this? Okay.
Yeah, the resistance dual stab. You're +2. He has to go for his attack, and then you just soft boil. That way you can do it again.
Yeah. Yeah. I see it.
And so, what do you have for a Drill?
We've got a spin blocker in Dragapult. I think he's going to spin here.
No. You're missing the focus. Why do you care about him spinning?
Oh right, Ferrothorn's gone. Wicked Blow beats him.
Yeah. Why are you're worried about the wrong thing? You should be worried about can you guard against this?
I've got Corviknight.
Yep.
With Body Press.
Right.
Which beats him every time. And Rocky Helmet.
You can get rid of his hazards.
That's true.
If he rapid spins, okay, bet. I'll take yours too.
That's true. I think I get caught up because at the beginning of the game we said rocks were really good for us. So I got caught up in rocks are really good for us. And then Dragapult, my best switch in here. I could go Clefable. I think he's going to Thunderbolt. He must have Thunderbolt, right? To go into this against Corviknight.
Could have a fire move too.
Just
think about what don't you need.
I don't need my Rhyperior anymore. It's nice for Chansey, but I don't need it.
Okay, then go to that. So you look like a Don there, as you can go for Earthquake since he has no ground.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's dead. Jesus. Look at that. Rhyperior taken 2 already. The slowest Pokemon on your team. Well, Amoonguss, but
you know. That's Amoonguss. All right, and Clef. If the Iron Heads, it's whatever.
Right, and so like you have complete control of the game right now. Like he goes Drill, you already like you see, like it's just rinse and repeat. He can't do anything because you can just go right back to the counter.
And then I could even risk predicting him and clicking. Oh no, I could just click Roost, honestly.
Yeah.
Or click Body Press.
Yeah, he can't do anything to you anyway. Just Body Press, 2-hit KO him. Get rid of his Drill. See, he's starting to get impatient. He's trying to use an Excadrill to beat a Corviknight.
I'm going to roost here.
Yeah, that's fine. I like that you chose to roost there instead of attacking, knowing that if he attacks, Rocky
Yeah.
Fine. I really like how you
he's
played
choiced on his... The Dragapult has to be choiced. That Fire Blast plus then switching, he's got... No, but it's important information, right? Because if I'm choiced, if I sack Rhyperior here, and he doesn't use a Ghost move or a Dragon move, if he uses Fire Blast again, for example, I can go Dragapult, and if he uses a Ghost move, I can go Corviknight and Brave Bird.
Okay.
Or a Shifu.
Doesn't resist Ghost.
Or a Shifu and click Wicked Blow. No, I know.
Okay.
So I think Rhyperior here is fine. He's Fire Blasting again, so he's locked into Fire Blast. I can keep Rhyperior as a sack and even switch in Dragapult here, but I don't want to take 2 Fire Blasts for no reason.
It doesn't matter. You can do that. You can keep it as a sack. It's specs based on how much Fire Blast is doing.
So that's specs.
Right. It doesn't matter. Just you turn up. And remember that Pokemon we said was a problem?
Shifu. I can just click CC against everything except Dragapult.
You don't need a quick CC. You can Wicked Blow to guarantee the damage. Even if he goes to his own Urshifu, you have a full health Clefable and a sack. And he'd never go Urshifu on a fighting type move.
Yeah, I hope he overpredicts. I hope he does a Duncan. Overpredicts for no reason. Goes Dragapult and dies to this Wicked Blow. I really hope so.
He probably will. Just not like any disrespect to him, but he's on his learning curve. So it makes actually a smart move in sacking the weakest link in Excadrill.
Yeah. Goes to his own Urshifu. We just go Clefable. He U-turn this time. He's learning.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, but he doesn't have
what's he go into?
Right.
Dragapult doesn't beat us. Do we just Moonblast here to get rid of Dragapult?
Yeah, you can. It doesn't matter. He can't win. He's going to just Shadow Ball. But he doesn't have the firepower to win because he has to lock himself into... Once this dies, your Shifu close combats away. And so if he goes to your Shifu and locks himself into whatever, doesn't matter because you're going to just sack Rhyperior. Because you can softball up versus Chansey and then you guarantee just...
Wicked Blow, I can go Shifu and click close combat, and I win.
Boom.
Hey, look at that. Playing to the win con. This has been a great episode. He can't lock himself into close combat because I have a Dragapult.
Right. And he can't kill you with anything other than close combat, so it's checkmate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. What a great episode. We are climbing as well. And I know that you're helping. You are helping. And clearly I wouldn't play quite this well just on my own because I might not ask myself the questions. But I definitely feel that if you compared how I'm playing now to the first episode. If you're watching, go back and rewatch a couple of moves from the first episode or the second episode. Right? Losing is good. Watch a few moves from the episode Losing is good. And then tell me I haven't improved. And this is in a few short coaching sessions. This is why you can pick up the book in the description. You can watch Jamvad's channel. You can learn to improve at this game. And I promise you will see results because I am you're seeing me see results. This is you watching me get results. So
but here's the most important part. The last
part. I do well. Yeah. Okay, what did I do well? I preserved my win condition really well. I made the correct play in the mistakes I used to make with wanting to go for attacking moves. I chose to roost. I chose to software.
Please be specific. Yeah, like exactly like what do you do? I roosted versus like even like you could use the example of even last game. Like you roosted out the Alakazam, played very well versus that. So like be specific because the thing is your brain doesn't remember general stuff when you're in the next battle. Yeah. It's going to remember, I remember roosting out an Alakazam, so I'm going to do that again.
So that's what it remembers. I abused the fact that we discovered his specs on his Dragapult really well. We basically forced him to kill the Rhyperior with something so that we could then have an answer no matter what he'd locked himself into and get guaranteed damage on another Mon. And we had a few opportunities to do that because we were ahead on Mons, so that was a really solid choice. We kept Urshifu safe and in the back and ready to go. And I think, honestly, keeping Corviknight healthy with those roosts and the plays around Corviknight were really solid. And I think even the lead, I predicted his lead well with Ferrothorn. I saw that Dragapult wasn't a bad lead against anything except maybe his Dragapult, where it was a speed tie. I clicked Shadow Ball to get that damage early. Oh, no, actually, I didn't. What did I do turn 1? Yeah, I did click. I did click Shadow Ball turn 1 against Primarina on the switch in. Right, so I clicked Shadow Ball turn 1, got that damage on Primarina, and then we played around Ferrothorn really well. The advice from you to Swords Dance on the Ferrothorn was great. I will remember that in the future, that I don't need to worry about getting rocks back up. That wasn't important anymore. So you did that well, but I clicked the buttons. So,
but that's something you could put in your what I learned category.
What I learned was, in a situation where you no longer need rocks, but they have no ground resist with Rhyperia, a good play is to Swords Dance so that Earthquake then runs up on their entire team. And
that's called guaranteeing value. It means you put yourself in this position where your Pokemon is so strong that no matter what the opponent does next, you get either a lot of damage or you get a Pokemon. It's always good to take a Pokemon from them.
Yeah, it's always good. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Please check out Jamvad's channel, Jamvad's book, of course, and everything else down below. And we'll see you guys next time.
Boy.
Peace.